This is the Dave Stieren Show on KFQD.
Welcome to the Dave Stieren Show, 50 minutes past the hour. Phone number is 522-0750 outside of Anchorage, 888-90-9750. Streaming live on the World Wide Web here at KFQD.com. Joining me now, completely impromptu, is this Mark Begich?
Yes, it is. How you doing?
Do the phones just started working again, Tolman? Let's see, how many months has it been? 3 months? Yeah, you have your guy email my guy. I'll get right on.
Now here
I go camping. You come on for 3 hours with Paul Honeman.
Well, I can't help when you're scheduled. I don't keep track of your schedule. I call in when
That's what you have
the
people
moments
for.
arise. Look, I'm calling in now. You should be, I don't know, not excited because I'm sure, well, maybe because I might get some ratings up because I'm going to, cause some controversy for you as you like.
Oh, come on now. You're already talking to the dark
You're
lord of
already the top controversial guy.
Yeah. I mean, your party hates me the way it is. I don't think there's anything I could ask you
Sometimes
that would
they
make
don't like me. There's all the way it goes.
Oh, here we go. Here we go again already. So I have to ask, because you said I'm Mark Begich and I approve this message. The Jerry Active television commercial. Did you reach out to the family of the victims before that spot was produced?
I'm going to answer that real quick, but
yes.
I'm going to also answer your coal issue because you were mouthing off about coal, and I want to make it very clear with the issue down in Seward what we were working on. So let me get there. First off, we had folks that contacted them.
Yeah, guarantor.
Yeah, we had folks that talked to them, and
did they give permission?
We understood there wasn't going to be an issue, but listen, here's the issue. Let's get to the bottom line issue. Dan Sullivan's not going to run away from his record. Okay. We can argue over that specific one. I can show you plenty of other plea deals he did. We can talk about the issue that he settled on the pension fund where he shortchanged the state. I can go through the list. He cannot run from his record. If he wants to talk about my record, I'm happy to talk about his record. And that would be nice if he would ever debate me. He's done one. I'm looking forward to next week, or actually this week, on fisheries, and we'll finally have some back and forth on some issues. It took him forever to make a commitment to go to the largest single employer in the state of Alaska, fisheries industry. So I'm looking forward to that. So
does that include out-of-state fisher people as well?
I get support from all over.
Okay.
And, in United Fishermen of Alaska, I'm proud to get the endorsement, which I didn't get last time.
So I guess back to my first question, and you can tell me where I'm wrong on coal. Do you regret that ad? Do you apologize to that family? Or is that guarantor's fault?
No, we took, we redid the ad. We did that. The story's been told, and, that's just the way it is, Dave. Now, he brought up the whole issue of the person's name. We never mentioned the name. He did. Our issue was, look, in his office that he's responsible for, and he made it very clear in the Republican primary that he's responsible for everything that comes across his desk, every piece of paper, everything that's signed. And when your name's on plea deals, you got to take responsibility for them. There's multiple plea deals. He needs to take responsibility, just like he needs to take responsibility for shorting the state $2 billion, in my opinion, on a pension deal. I can go through the list, but he needs
what
to stand up for
do you
his
take
record.
responsibility for?
Let me go. What do I do?
Yeah, what do you take responsibility for?
Well, let me first go to the one that you...
Okay, let's talk about coal.
Yeah, because I'm going to take responsibility for, I got a contact from Usibelli Mine. Joe Usibelli came to see me, told me he was having problems with the Ninth Circuit, made a decision that impacted him and many others, and he was worried about the EPA, so we got on the phone, pushed back on the EPA, and then left it to the state to help solve that problem for him. Now it's up to the state to make sure he can move that coal. We got the feds out of it, and pure and simple. That's a fact. Now, your other comment where you say most of my people who work for me are D.C. insiders, that's absolutely incorrect.
Do you have any people on your staff that have worked for the Obama re-election committee?
I have no idea if they worked, but I'll tell you 70%, probably 60% of our people in D.C. are Alaskans, people who are interns, who worked in my office, who are now full-time employees. They're Alaskans, and I'm proud to say many of my people have worked in Alaska, born in Alaska, raised in Alaska. I'm very excited about the people who work for me. They're Alaskans who care about Alaskan issues.
I get that. I get the Alaska hammer. I get that. Well, I'm aware of that. I am a subhuman because I chose to move my crap up here and make Alaska my home, and I was not plopped here.
No. Hold it. Don't be driving the opinion like this because you're trying to twist the words. What I say
I'm repeating what you're saying.
You said this, Dave. You said this just now. You said, who are these people that work for me? They're a bunch of D.C.er insiders. Many of these people who work for me are Alaskans. People who've worked for me when I was mayor and now as senator. People who've worked a decade plus for me. People I've known for many decades. How long they've been in Alaska is irrelevant to me.
Oh, okay. So lifelong doesn't matter.
What the difference is, Dave, let me finish. What the difference is, your way you characterized them as a bunch of D.C. insiders, hacks, was inappropriate. That's for the family.
Tell you what, I'll withdraw to your staff. I'll withdraw the statement from your staffers if you withdraw and apologize to the family who were victims of Jerry Active.
Listen,
you go first. You apologize first,
Dave,
and I will.
Dave, if you want to keep going on that issue, I'm happy to do that. That's fine. We're not going there. What I'll be happy to talk about is
what? What do you want to talk about then? Because I wanted to ask you, man to man, as one of 100, did you look that family in the eye and say you didn't do that? You sent Garantar. Well, she's a better man than I am.
But Dave,
yes, sir.
You were talking for several minutes before I called in about the issue on coal. I'm happy to talk with you about it because the way you characterized it was somehow I caused.
Were you petitioned by Joe Usibelli to act, or were you given a briefing?
No, Joe Usibelli came to me to the United States Capitol during a floor vote, came with his assistant Lorelei, and asked me personally for assistance in trying to solve this problem. And I said, I absolutely will. And I made the call myself. That's exactly what I did.
So you fixed it?
Yes, we solved the problem. You call up Joe Usibelli, and maybe you might not do that because these times when I prove you wrong, you never go to the next.
I'll call the Usibellis right now.
Call Joe Usibelli.
I will call. We will do that right after you answer a few more questions.
You ask him and ask him what he did.
Did you endorse Bill Walker for governor?
Yes.
Why?
Well, for several reasons. One, I give a lot of credit to Walker and Malott for putting aside their political differences on some issues and figuring out what they want to do for the right reasons for Alaska. Parnell Sullivan team over there, they're doing the same old business. These guys, for example, 3 issues, which you and I disagree on a couple of these, no question about it. I think their position on Pebble Mine is the right position, that the mine is in the wrong place and will do damage to fisheries. Second, they support increasing the minimum wage, which I am very supportive of. They also, on the first day in office, Walker made the statement that he will sign the extension and expansion of Medicaid to help 30 to 40,000 Alaskans, that the current governor will not do. But more importantly, these guys put aside their difference. Instead of what you do and others sometimes do, divide and conquer based on partisan politics, I could be, at the end of the day...
What did the Democrats give up for Bill Walker? What did Byron Malott give up for Bill Walker?
Byron's not running for governor.
What did the Democrats give up for Bill Walker?
That's what they gave up, a place on the ticket.
Like they were going to win.
Well, the point is...
No.
Wait,
you have told me how Bill Walker has turned his back on me. Where did Bill Walker turn his back on Democrats?
I didn't say he turned his back on you. That's your word. I never said that.
He's given up the points that I care about,
Dave,
right?
Well, I don't know, because did you support Bill Walker in the general, or the planning to vote for him in the general election as an independent candidate? Were you planning to vote for him?
He's a Republican.
But were you going to support Sean Parnell or Bill Walker when they were running?
I'm much like our senior senator. I'm not ready to make an endorsement at this time.
Okay, well then, see, that's my point. I did, because what they put aside was the bickering of the partisan politics that was going on.
What did Democrats put aside to support Bill Walker?
Well, some of his issues on social issues are not the same as ours.
He's already said he's not going to campaign on them.
Well,
he's put those in the box and closed it up.
Well, but Dave, you just asked me the question. I answered it.
Okay.
What's more important is making sure we have candidates that are willing to put aside their partisan bickering that you guys love so much because it gets good ratings and it's fun. One-liners,
Are you calling
lines.
The show
you
do what?
You.
Oh, me personally?
Yeah, you.
Oh, okay.
Because I just asked you a question on Bill Walker and Sean Parnell.
No, I've asked you questions.
You refused to take a position on it because...
Welcome to ballot measure 1, Senator.
Well, that was... Hey, I don't have any...
I support Sean Parnell. Where were you on ballot measure 1?
There we go. I didn't take a position.
I know. So I'm more decisive than you?
No, I took a position. I'm supporting Bill Walker.
Oh, where are you on ballot measure 1? It's over now.
Apples and oranges, man. It's over. The voters have decided. Now let's see what happens to make sure they produce what they said they would do. They said they're going to have more oil in the pipeline.
Do you trust them?
Said they're not moving forward on their oil.
Do you believe that when the producers...
500 people? I don't know.
So BP was disingenuous when it said...
No, I didn't say that. I'm just giving you what I've heard out there. Those are good information. If you want to ask about the governor's race to the apples and oranges, I've supported now Bill Walker and Byron Lott because they have put aside Stop bickering. I know it's
Could
great
you
for
have
ratings.
stopped the
I know
unity ticket?
What?
Could you have stopped the unity ticket?
I don't think anyone could have. People were on their own way to decide this issue. There was already a lot of momentum out there. People were talking about it left and right. At the same time, people were...
Vince Beltrami was.
Well, yeah. You know, but there's a lot of people out there talking about it.